For me, there's a simple rule in politics. Never, ever be surprised by what happens in politics.
The face of truth is open. The eyes of truth are bright. The lips of truth are ever closed. The head of truth is upright. The breast of truth stands forward. The gaze of truth is straight. Truth has neither fear nor doubt. Truth has patience to wait. The words of truth are touching. The voice of truth is deep. The law of truth is simple. All you sow, you reap. The soul of truth is flaming. The heart of truth is warm. The mind of truth is clear and firm through rain and storm. Facts are only its shadow. Truth stands above all sin. Great be the battle of life. Truth in the end shall win. The image of truth is the cross. Wisdom's message is its rod. The sign of truth is Christ, and the soul of truth is God. Life of truth is eternal. Immortal is its past. Power of truth shall endure. Truth shall hold to the last.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living room. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
Been calling, 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 calling. Who's been calling, 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 calling? Who's been calling, 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 calling? Across the land, all across the world, echoes of voices, we join hand in hand. Harmony rise in the afternoon sun. Come along, NewsSpin has begun. NewsSpin is the best, better than all talk show. Most monitored talk show in the world. Truth from St. Lucia to sandy shores, from cities and hills to the Caribbean breeze. We sing together, hearts at ease. Education to open every mind. Learn about your country, leave no one behind. When NewsSpin is on your radio, come along, hands in hands, voices in unity, singing loud. NewsSpin, news the best, better than all talk show. Most monitored talk show in the world. St. Lucian's heart to the world's every land. Knowledge unites us hand in hand. Yeah, Tim on NewsSpin call, bridging gaps between us all. Voices lift on high, under one sky we unify. Tim on NewsSpin call, bridging gaps between us all. Voices lift on high, under one sky we unify. NewsSpin is on education for all, from city streets to mountains tall. Learn your history, share your dreams. Together we light the world with our flame. NewsSpin is the best, better than all talk show. Most monitored talk show in the world. Better than all talk show. Most monitored talk show in the world. NewsSpin is the best, better than all talk show. Most monitored talk show in the world. Yeah, NewsSpin is the best, better than all talk show. Most monitored talk show in the world.
A serious form of flattery occurred as a talk show was devoted to another talk show. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the world's most monitored talk show. NewsSpin is on Power 97.9 FM. The NewsSpin is also on the TuneIn app as well as Radio Garden, the NewsSpin Facebook page, and the NewsSpin YouTube channel. as always, like the video, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and click the notification bell to help the channel grow. We go up until 2 o'clock this afternoon. In just a moment, Amanda will be going through some of your comments in the chat room, and I'll be taking your calls at 452-2979, 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026, 716-2026. Would like to wish a speedy recovery to Pato. I was informed that he took ill and he had to be taken to hospital this morning. And that's a well-known news spinner, honorary member of the NewsSpin family, Pato, and he is not feeling too well and he has been hospitalized. So, speedy recovery to you, my brother. Are we heading down a slippery slope toward authoritarianism? And why I'm asking that question? Somebody posted on Facebook, and we'll show you that post right now if we can. And we'll read it to you, and I'm sure you will be watching, those of you on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Tim/NewsSpin is a clear and present danger to the state, so they should boycott, or he needs to be taken off the air for his lies and propaganda. NewsSpin, Tim/NewsSpin is a clear and present danger to the state, so they should boycott, or he needs to be taken off the air for his lies and propaganda. Like me or hate me, I really don't care, but can you provide evidence of me lying to anyone on this broadcast or spreading propaganda? And if you say yes, it's because you don't know the definition, unfortunately, of what it is to lie and what it is to spread propaganda. I suspect many of you or some of you don't like my opinion. You don't like my point of view. You don't appreciate my arguments because they do not gel with yours. And that is okay. In a democracy, that is permissible. But there isn't anything that gives you the right to want to cause my program to be shuttered, to be taken off the air. And if you reach that conclusion, then it is a threat to you. You should not see criticism of any administration as a threat to you or the democratic process in the country. If I am not slandering anyone, because there are laws that police talk shows, and I have been extremely careful to the point where in some instances people accuse me of being a coward. Of course, I am far from that. What I'm doing is acting responsibly on this program, as much as I speak my mind and I facilitate free expression on this broadcast. Not that I want to be compared to any talk show host in St. Lucia, nor that I want NewsSpin to be compared to any other talk show on the island. But compare what is being said on some other talk shows in this country. When you hear people say, using the Creole and say, bat you, na bat me see, call people kakashien. And that's why I'm telling you that we ought to receive a Nobel laureate, a third one, for being hypocrites in this country. We excel when it comes to hypocrisy. And I don't care what other people do on the talk shows, because you don't find me making reference to them, criticizing them, playing holier than thou. I focus on this program. I decide the course of action that it takes, the direction that it takes, and I add immensely to the content of the program. And if perchance you're offended every time you listen and you watch, again, it's a democracy. Don't listen. Don't watch. There are other programs that you certainly can invest your time in. And there are other shows that definitely can be considered exemplary in terms of what is being said, in terms of references being made to women and certain descriptions that certainly we cannot use on this broadcast. If I should say so, you may not agree with the content, you may not agree with what I say, but NewsSpin is a sophisticated program catering to all sections of the St. Lucian society. And this is to the extent that as much as we are hated by certain operatives of certain political parties, they have no choice. Because of our content, because of our pool, because of our audience, but to advertise the various events, their rallies on this program, because it is the most monitored talk show in the world. And the fact that my name is Timothy does not mean I am timorous. Look up the word. So another attack on NewsSpin. Open letter to Timothy Poleon. And it reads, you could smell the hypocrisy. Letter steeped in hypocrisy and in denial. Open letter to Timothy. And I think what would have caused this? Me interviewing this Rijak individual yesterday. And you heard the line of questioning. It included, what do you say to the people of this country who decided to exercise their franchise, who voted for a government of their choice, and now you are questioning the validity of the results of that general election? Fair question. If you're going to make accusations and so on, I'm asking the question. I'm not here to attack you or head for your jugular vein. I also pose the question, as an independent nation, why should Washington, D.C. have jurisdiction over St. Lucia? Fair question. We are pretending as if this is an authoritarian state. Maybe it is. And we all have to sing from the same hymn book. And we all have to agree on the same things. And we all must be in a particular mood because the mood is red. Or we all must follow a particular code. The code is yellow. You cannot force people to think along the lines of positions that would please you. Who are you to make that determination? We are a country with people of varying backgrounds. And I am not everyone can be a supporter of the United Workers' Party or a supporter of the St. Lucia Labour Party. And that thing about after the election, let's just move on. Let's unite as a people. That really does not make sense, you know. And let me just put the question of the day before I read that open letter to one Timothy Poleon. The NewsSpin question of the day: what will it take for St. Lucians to settle down politically? What will it take for St. Lucians to settle down politically? That's the ideal. That's what should have happened on December the 2nd of 2025 following the December 1st general election, during which the United Workers' Party was crushed, was pulverized. Easier said than done. You cannot one day divide the people, and you do so with impunity and with glee. You divide the people. You divide them. You call them names. You even say that when you meet a supporter of the United Workers' Party, somebody who received various forms of assistance from the government, and they still go ahead and support the UWP, say to them, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And I think I have that clip somewhere there of Mr. Philip J. Pierre, soon to be sworn in Prime Minister of St. Lucia, making that statement at one of his rallies. So what you're saying that after I've given you shoes, I've given you pants, I've given you clothes, I've given you a job, and that's coming from the state, you have no right, you have no independence at all to decide that you want to vote for another party. Automatically, you should be voting for the SLP. So if you vote for the UWP, Father, say to them, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Let's listen.
When you see any flumble that the government paying facility fees, that the government gave them a new minimum wage, that the government increased pensions from 200 sometimes to 500, and they tell you they are flumble, you know what you must say? Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Here's a lie. Where is the propaganda? We are presenting the facts. Don't agree with us, and we appreciate you when you don't agree with us. We don't expect to exist in an environment where you have group thinkers. That is not what will cause us to grow, to develop as a people. So this open letter to one Timothy Poleon, it reads, and here's the hypocrisy. I write today with deep concern regarding recent discussions on national radio, specifically surrounding statements made on programs hosted by Timothy Poleon. As a nation, we must collectively address the dangerous precedent of allowing, without rigorous challenge, outrageous and divisive claims to be broadcast as acceptable discourse. The recent assertions that St. Lucians should be denied medical treatment or familial support abroad based on their political affiliations are not only demonstrably false, but are profoundly destructive. Such statements weaponize fear and seek to implant the toxic idea that basic human compassion and solidarity are contingent on political allegiance. This is a dangerous falsehood that strikes at the heart of our community values. Those entrusted with a public platform, especially one of national reach, carry a profound responsibility. Journalism's core tenets are truth, accountability, and the pursuit of the public good. It is not enough to allow statements to be made. Hosts must actively interrogate falsehoods, provide context, and challenge rhetoric that incites hatred or victimization. To do otherwise is not neutrality, it is passive endorsement. When talk shows become platforms for sowing division rather than fostering informed dialogue, they betray the trust of the public and damage our social fabric. A call for higher standard. We denounce any content on any platform that promotes political victimization as a norm or a threat. Falsely claims that fundamental human needs or kinship ties are politically negotiable. Uses hyperbole and hatred to generate ratings at the expense of national peace. This is not about silencing debate or curbing free speech. It is about elevating it. Robust debate is essential, but it must be rooted in facts, empathy, and a shared love for St. Lucia and all its people. I'm reading this one deliberately in this way. Coming across like probably former head of state. It's a never snack. But it goes on and on and on. Those are the same people. You remember when Mr. Norbert Williams fortunately passed away, I think about 3 years ago. I think yesterday was the anniversary of his death. What somebody posted on Facebook? Actually expressing joy at the death of someone they deemed to be a political opponent. You remember that? Can you recall? We are hypocrites in this country. All of a sudden. So the person continues. A call for unity. To every St. Lucian at home and in the diaspora. We are bound by ties far stronger than the political cycle. We are bound by family, by shared culture, by common hope, and by mutual respect. Do not let the voices of division define us. Let us actively reject the language of victimization and instead cultivate the language of community, support, and peace. We urge all media houses, hosts, and producers to reflect on their powerful role. Use the airwaves to heal, not to wound, to clarify, not to obscure, to unite, not to divide. Our nation's peace is a precious commodity. It must not be sacrificed for sensationalism. Let us choose a better path for the sake of our nation today and for generations to come. Open letter penned to one Timothy Poleon. Later today, Mr. Philip J. Pierre will be sworn in as the island's Prime Minister. And to be exact, that is at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. And we wish him well. I've been consistent over several years now after every general election in St. Lucia. What have I said to the audience? The people always make the right decision. They always make the right decision. And I've said that consistently to the disappointment of so many people in St. Lucia. But I'm consistent. So I'm not without any evidence buying into the idea that the election was stolen. I have no evidence. But if somebody called the broadcast yesterday who has a contrary opinion, that person can express it and that person will be challenged, as was done on the broadcast yesterday. And you, no doubt, you are very much privy to what transpired on the program yesterday in my interview with Mr. Rojak. So I think it is improper, it is unfair for anyone to conclude that by me interviewing the gentleman in question, that I was actually dividing the people and questioning the legitimacy or the authenticity of the results. That was not my motive at all. I have a particular release to read to you, but good afternoon to you, Amanda. Let's see if we have any comments in the chat room that we're going to go through. Okay, but first, I have a press release. Okay, it just opened. It's available now. And it is breaking news. United Workers' Party holds strategic meeting. Alain Chasney tenders his resignation as political leader. And the press release continues. The United Workers' Party convened a critical meeting. Its first since the party's defeat at the polls on the 1st of December 2025, to engage in a thorough and candid assessment of the party's current standing and future direction. During the course of the meeting, the chairman of the United Workers' Party, Mr. Thurl Prudent, formally advised the gathering that he is in receipt of a letter from the political leader Alain Chasney, in which Mr. Chasney tenders his resignation as political leader of the United Workers' Party. It is to be formally tabled for consideration by the National Executive at its next scheduled meeting during the second week of December 2025. The UWP remains committed to transparency, democracy or democratic processes, and the continued advancement of its mission in service to the people of St. Lucia. And from the desk of the PRO, United Workers' Party. So once again, if you're just joining us, according to a press release from the UWP, following a meeting of the party which took place yesterday, Mr. Alain Chasney has tendered his resignation as political leader of the UWP. We open the lines right now to take your calls at 452-2979, 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Good afternoon to you once again, Amanda. Let's find out what is happening in the chat room.
Good afternoon, Tim. Good afternoon, Spinners. Tim, a few comments via the Facebook chat room. Someone says here, so true, the mouth of truth is closed. They do not want to tackle the truth. It's easier to confront lies. Commentary says, are we heading down the slope or are we there? NewsSpin says there, when you're not on the SLP's side, then you are against them. Commentary says via the Facebook chat room, speedy recovery, Dr. Pato. Commentary reads, when they needed your program to spew their garbage, NewsSpin wasn't the problem. Shake my head, hypocrites. NewsSpinner says there's so much for playing all their nasty election campaign ads. Another commentary says they are trying to bully you. Shake my head. Commentary says they cannot take criticism. You have to pet them and make them feel nice. And NewsSpinner says even UWP team tells off. I do not see why they are saying he is biased or the need to boycott his show. Tim is impartial. He tells you the truth whether you like it or not. Nobody is immune to Tim. Commentary says, I refuse to live in a communist country. Let democracy reign. Commentary says, didn't I tell you all on Tuesday that they will be coming after Tim and shut down NewsSpin? The SLP wants a dictatorship in St. Lucia. They have placed their people in key positions in all government departments. These people intimidated their subordinates to vote for the SLP. They have their surrogates controlling most of the media houses. Those who believe this is best for St. Lucia will feel it later. Someone says that St. Lucia has become a lawless country. NewsSpinner says here, NewsSpin is top notch. Commentary says, Tim, why are you even wasting time addressing cancel NewsSpin or rather boycott NewsSpin? You're a legend. You're not going anywhere. Someone says there, that is why we need the one opposition, because if not, they will be playing all the cards. They will have too much power. They will be unstoppable, putting all the rules.
Thank you so much, Amanda, for that update. We have some more coming up, but we have our first call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin. You are on the air. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, we have lost that call. 452-2979, your WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026, 716-2026. And let's see if we can put another call on the air. Okay, let's see there. Let's try again. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin. You are on the air. Please go ahead with your contribution, caller.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi,
Hello?
good afternoon to you, caller. You are on the air. Go ahead, please.
Timothy, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Timothy, this is Laura Jeffrey Noel.
Good afternoon. Can you speak directly? Are you speaking directly into the phone?
Yes, I am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, can you hear me better?
Yes, I could hear you.
Okay, great, wonderful. So I just want to say thank you to you for.
Are you there, ma'am?
And to, of course, hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear
Continue.
me?
Continue.
Can you hear?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I think you could call back, please. Okay, you'll have to call back. 452-2979, WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Okay, let's turn our attention to the WhatsApp messages. And somebody says there, good afternoon. I'm so disgusted about the level of disrespect and hatred there is in politics. It's so discouraging, and you find so-called Christians, especially so-called SDAs, who in the first place should distance themselves from such. Shaking my head. There's one to win and one to lose. We need to accept that. We live in a democracy. Let's move on for the betterment of our country. And it comes from both sides of the spectrum. Person continues, I am happy Mr. Shastin resigned because they are waiting to ridicule him in the House. Let's see if you have a call. Remember, he resigned as the political leader of the United Workers' Party. He is still the MP for Miku South. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon to you.
Yes, Tim.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I'm calling from Mikud South.
Yes, ma'am.
I guess the SLP is really happy for Shas to go down, to resign, but that doesn't make it who they are, because all of them know what it is, what they do.
Okay, caller. Please, all right. Please, next time, turn down the volume of whatever device you are using before you call the program. Turn it off, please. Turn it off completely. All right. What's somebody saying there via WhatsApp? Somebody says there, Timmy, I am happy to hear Uncle Shas resigned. I feel sorry for the loss of the visionary leader that he was. And let's see if we can take another call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon. This is NewsSpin. Please go ahead with your contribution, caller. Hello? Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, caller. Go ahead, please. Go ahead with your contribution.
Yes, so I just wanted to extend my deepest gratitude to every single constituent of Labrie and Auger who supported me in my bid to represent them in the last general elections. All those who stood by me and welcomed me into their homes, walked with me and prayed with me, encouraged me and believed in the vision that I put forward. I want to say your love and your strength carried this campaign, and for that, I will forever be grateful. To the young people especially who rose with courage, to the elders who guided me with wisdom, to the farmers, the fishers, the small business owners, the mothers, the fathers, everyday heroes who make this constituency what it is, thank you. Those of you who did not fall prey to whatever was being put out there and stood by me, I want to say thank you. You opened your doors, your hearts, and your hopes to me, and I will always honor that trust. This journey has only strengthened my commitment to serving you. Because of you, I stand even more convinced that Labrie Auger deserves better, deserves more, deserves leadership that listens, understands, and acts. I also want to extend sincere congratulations to my opponent on his victory. Elections are the heartbeat of democracy, and the people have spoken. We may differ in our approaches, but ultimately we all desire progress for our constituency. I pray that he leads with wisdom, humility, and a genuine heart for the people we both sought to represent. As for me, I am not stepping away. I remain your advocate, your voice, and your committed servant. Together, we will continue to build the future we believe in, a future rooted in dignity, opportunity, community, and hope. To Labri and Oje, from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our journey continues, our work continues, our hope continues. Let us rise stronger, united, and unwavering with my fullest gratitude. Thank you.
Okay, caller.
And again, I said thank you, Timothy, and thank you, Amanda, for listening to me.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for calling, and all the best to you. You just heard there from Laura Jean-Pierre Noel, United Lucas Party candidate for Labrie in the last general election. Somebody says that via WhatsApp, Tim, I'm calling upon the SLP candidates, particularly the Prime Minister, since his supporters obey his voice, to please ask them to stop the harassment to the UWP supporters, especially in Mico South. We in Mico South have accepted the loss. Why is it that most of us are being harassed, cursed at, and even threatened? Some say if they had bombs, they would bomb the entire Mico South constituency. We no longer can go out without being attacked because mostly everyone knows everyone. Family members who switched to SLP are now serious enemies with those who stayed with the UWP. They come in our faces and insult us. They call us murderers, criminals, and say to us, we are the most hated and disgusted set of people in the country, just like Alan Chasney is the most hated person. I'm pleading to all SLP supporters, please stop coming in our faces. We are human beings too, and we have rights, just like you have rights. This is going too far. I'm asking again, please stop. You never know when patience will run out. Don't say you did not hear. That is a WhatsApp message. We have a WhatsApp call. Good afternoon. NewsSpin, you're on the air. Hello.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
How are you?
Good afternoon.
And good afternoon to you, Ms. Amanda, and everybody.
Good afternoon, caller.
Tim, just a message that you heard from coming out of Mico South prompted me to call to say something that I've been wanting to say for a while. And this is not the first 16-1, pretty much.
Caller, are you speaking directly into the phone? Because you're sounding a little muffled. Are you speaking directly into the phone? Because you sound muffled.
Oh, I'm using an...
Yes. Are you there? Okay, I think let's see if we can... maybe
I'm still there.
Are you speaking directly into the phone, sir? Because I could hardly hear you. You sound muffled.
Oh, yes. Now, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, just a little better. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Yes, I'm just saying, like, as I was saying, to the message you read from Mico South, coming out of Mico South, prompted me to call to say something that I wanted to say a few months before the election. And this is not the first 16-1 to the gain of the current government. And what they are enduring is...
Okay, we may have to take another call. Okay, sir. My apologies to you. I don't know, the reception in your area is very bad, so maybe you can call the broadcast a little bit later. Let's see if we can take another call as we say hello, good afternoon. NewsSpin, you're on the air. Hello, good afternoon. Okay. All right, so folks, please try to call back and we'll try to see if we could put you on the air. Let's see if you have a call on the landline. Hello, good afternoon. NewsSpin, you're on the air.
Good afternoon, Tim.
Hi, I'm okay, caller. Good afternoon to you.
Hope you are doing well. I'd just like to say, at this point as St. Lucians, I think...
Can you speak up, please?
I'm saying that we need to settle down, as you were saying, and realize that the people have spoken. And it is time that, the SLP, you'll win. Calm down. You'll have 5 years to prove to the people of St. Lucia that, you can do a good job and stop being a, how would I say it, sort of like opposition government. Because it's always the St. Lucia Labour Party government, and we don't have that in the world. We have the St. Lucian government. So it's time that they start operating as a St. Lucian government for all the people. This every 5 years I can understand, but if we, the United Workers' Party, have to take the playbook of this government, the country will not be at peace. So I think it is time that they settle down after Sunday. Please settle down and move as one country, or we will be going down a precipice that we cannot come out of. Stop going behind politicians and trying to destroy them, trying to destroy their lives. Y'all got what y'all wanted. It may not be exactly what y'all wanted, but it's close to what y'all wanted. Calm down. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for calling. 452-2979, WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Let's see if you have another call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon to you. You are on the air. Let's try again. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, team.
Yes, ma'am.
How are
Good.
you?
I'm okay. Good afternoon to you, caller.
My name is Rosemary Morden.
Okay, the call is dropping for whatever reason. We'll have to await that contribution. Hello, ma'am. You're still on the air. Go ahead, please. You are saying?
Okay. I'm here in St. Lucia, and then there's a video.
You
going
said your
about
name. What's your name? What is your name? Yeah, what is your name, ma'am?
Rosemary Modest.
Okay, continue.
Circulating around with a voicemail. Innocent. This is not me. Totally not me. That's not my. I will never wish that upon St. Lucians. And this is not me, but a particular talk show, Yadi, had me all over his show this morning, telling St. Lucians how bad I am and showing them the video about me. And he practically called my phone. This morning, telling me all type of thing. Who am I if I own America and all type of thing over the phone? This is really victimization blank in St. Lucia. I'm in St. Lucia enjoying myself with my family. The politics have gone by. We have lost the politics side. They have won. Why are they still coming after people? Why are they still victimizing people's life? Why are they calling my phone, which is private phone? Nyadi never had my phone. All the political going on. He never called my phone within the times, but he had my name all over. I never called him. I never called his show. But today, he decided this morning to call me on my private line to tell me whatever he wanted to tell me. I want Daddy to know that St. Lucia doesn't belong to him. I was raised and born in St. Lucia, and I have every right to voice myself to any political party I want to. Right now, they're the winner. And I take it upon myself to lead them and let them rule the country. But do not interfere with me and my family anymore. And Tim, I am willing to go as far as I can because I'm a U.S. citizen and I'm protected. And I know my laws. I really know my laws. And Yadi, you told me you don't know. I'm not. You will see at the end of it. I thank you for giving me that time.
But I wanted to
come on your show.
I wanted to clarify. I wanted to clarify a particular.
I didn't.
Are you there?
Yes.
I wanted to clarify a particular issue because suggestions are being made that you called NewsSpin yesterday and threatening to go to members of Congress and so that they could deny St. Lucians visiting the United States any kind of medical treatment. But I could say that you did not call the program to make that statement. But continue.
Okay, Tim, I'm happy you said that. I never called your program yesterday. Yesterday, I was with my husband in Soufrière, having a great time, enjoying the scenery of my beautiful island. And I haven't really been on your show since the election because I'm enjoying the island in my private time. Okay? And for Yadi to call my phone this morning to tell me whatever, I'm letting St. Lucia know that this is going too far. He's not supposed to call my private phone to tell me whatever he told me. But I'm not saying anything. Tim, I'm going to leave the rest right there. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
And I appreciate that you take my call.
Okay,
have a blessed day, everybody.
You too, ma'am.
Thank you
so
very much, Tim.
All right, thank you so much. And the caller is referencing a particular incident which occurred earlier today when she was called by the host of the MBC program, Zafinu.
Oui, Amérique c'est ça où? C'est moi qui a toujours nommé nous toutes les il y a dit qu'il là. Amérique c'est ça où? Pourquoi mon père ou live à la TV actuellement? Où? Toute bouche là où il y a.
Yadi, listen to me.
I'm not listening to you. You try and mislead people. You think America is yours? Amerique pas ça où? Amerique pas ça où?
you're useless.
I know I'm a useless man.
Bring you down without an army.
You ou pa rien. Denye kakashi ouye. Ou pa rien. You not nothing. You cannot diss nobody in St. Lucia. Ou pas à dis personne cette ici. En majouye. For politics you try and put down a whole country. For politics, huh? For politics, you ask who? You cannot watch me to my face and tell me nothing. Only on phone you could say that. Betties.
All right, so that exchange there with Rosemary Modeste, and I wanted to stress that Miss Modeste or Mrs. Modeste did not call NewsSpin yesterday. She did not make any kind of contribution to the program. Let's continue with your calls at 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026, 716-2026. And let's see if we have a call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon to you. You're on the air. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, caller again. Let me beg my audience. Let me beg you, please. Let me beg you. Before you call the broadcast, turn off whatever device that you're listening. Turn down the volume completely. Turn it down, please, because the feedback is affecting the quality of the program. Please turn down the volume of whatever device you are using to listen to the program. We have a call. Good afternoon. This is NewsSpin. You're on the air.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tim.
Hi, good afternoon to you, caller.
Mr. Tim, I was listening to your program, and I talk about Mr. Pato.
Yes.
And Mr. Tim, it touched me. I had to put down my welding lids, man. I pack up my tools and I come home, because this man is a special man to me. The only problem I facing is the work that is keeping me behind. I cannot see Mr. Pato 24/7, but I have to make some time for him. It's very, very touching. Very touching, and I'm asking God's strength